Like, what's up guys, welcome back to Maandamano YouTube channel. And today, like, this is actually the new neighborhood, the new area, this how it looks like, you know as much as you see, as in, I think you guys, you just need to understand, you know if you see the Kenyans, that most Kenyans are trying to reject the finance bill, and trying to be hurt or even with the government, because this is how people live, like, yeah man, this is how it looks like people are striving, like they're trying to do their best, but still yet the government is actually like trying to play or even doing its own part, and like, let's say, vandalizing everything that people are trying to do, oppressing these people, they are doing their own thing. People are just striving, people are actually like trying to put up something so that they cannot steal, at least something to call their own, like that's a shop down there. Like, imagine, that's just how, like, people are just trying to survive, being happy at their own. But these are the people that the government, wants to oppress. These are the people that the government keeps on increasing tax on, people who don't have anywhere. Like, people, they're trying to share the space, the little space they have. As you can see, this place is actually like literally chromed, and let me tell you, these same people who are in government, they're the ones who are owning these shanty buildings you're seeing around, So these people, they don't have their own land. So the shanty houses you're seeing around, they're owned by the government officials, majority of them, So what the government wants to do is like to centralize, like centralize everyone and bring them at one place so that they can do their own thing, so that they can be able to control them from that level. Because if these people, you tax them, if you can't improve the life of these people, as you can see, and you keep on increasing tax on them, it actually means you want to like have more control of them, because they will have to relocate from this area and maybe even go to a different place. So you can just imagine. And that's what we're just trying to say. In short, just reject the finance bill, because the MPs, because I'm 100% sure this area has MPs, it has an MCA, it has a governor, it has this, as in, it has all those people you can try to imagine or even mention. These people, this area has them, and you can see that it's not an easy life, So as much as you are saying, people, one thing about Africans, that we are let me call it like a free spirit, people who are happy, like people who are just happy, you can see, like people who are just happy, pushing themselves to the limit and trying to do their best, and just like trying to do their best, yeah man. But if you push these people, like you can see, those people have their small, like a small business for them there, someone has just said, let me be getting that $1 a day, $2 a day, so you can imagine. So if you try to push this kind of people, they will never rise above there, they will never rise above there, and to be honest, it's not something nice, or it's not something good, because life is hard. Actually, in general, life is hard, and one thing actually that a lot of people need to come into realization is that the IMF, and the rest, one thing what they want to do is after decentralizing all these people, or even centralizing all these people, all these places, will be vacant, because they want to tax these people land, If you have a land, like you can see, this is some, like that empty space there. That's someone's land, But this person isn't able to do it, to put up a structure or something like that, And so such kind of land, it has been lying, it has been, like, let's say, dormant, because it hasn't been put into a proper use, And now such kind of land, now they want to impose tax on it, and it will reach like leasing, and it will reach a point the owner will be told, you know what, your leasing has ended, so you know what, you just have to vacate the land. And so sad, so sad. Innocent people, innocent lives, people are just doing their own things. These people, if you see this person, this piece of land, it means that their former grandfathers, like their forefathers, were the ones living there, They were the ones living there, and now they have to inherit. And after 100 years, you can't come and tell me that the agreement of leasing the land has ended. No, my friend, I won't accept that. And we can't go back, We don't want that culture, the American culture, the European culture, whereby these people, they don't believe in this property, They just believe in like having something and, like leasing and leasing and leasing. But in Africa, that's not the culture, In Africa, that's not the culture. Africans, land is everything, And that's the only generational wealth that you can see someone who looks very poor, with nothing, zero, nothing, But they have a land, because with the land you can farm, with land you can plant some crops, with land you can build your small structure like that, and life goes on, So that's why we're just saying reject the finance bill, because a lot of bullshit and a lot of nonsense, has been implicated or has been put inside there that people really don't understand, or people really don't know, And it's a sad thing, It's a sad thing, man. So that's why we are actually like the Gen Zs. But I guess actually what I'm happy about all these things, that this finance bill has actually come the right time, when our generation, like the generation that we are currently in, it's called the Gen Z, The millennials actually really tried to educate us, to bring us up, and we have gone hand in hand with them, and we really appreciate that, But now the Gen Z, my friend, we are the majority currently here in Africa, or in Kenya to be specific. We are the majority, And apart from just being the majority of us are learned, And the bitter truth, or the bitter part of it, is that most of them are unemployed. So you can just take that scenario. You are learned and you are unemployed. And now the government wants to impose more tax on you, more responsibilities. Where will you go? Like oppressing you, they keep on oppressing you. It's like a burden being, like a sack of, I don't know, or I don't know how even to explain it. They keep on pushing you and pushing you and pushing you to the limits, and it's sad, it's sad, it's sad. Yeah, man. So, all in all, what we need to say is that just reject the finance bill, you know, because I don't think like we are ready, and we are not ready. Not even thinking we are not ready, to go in that direction. We are not ready to go in that direction. So just reject it and play your part. Just play your part. Play your part. I play my part. We are the majority actually. And if we let this government do whatever it wants to do, then trust you me, we are going to be put in a fixed, like we're going to be fixed in a certain position that we won't be able to, like our children in the future, they will just regret like why are they even being born. Let me tell you one thing. And then the worst thing about this government is like they're just trying to cripple everything, And let me tell you one thing. No, I am a father, and I even feel sorry, for my kid, because this kind of a regime, it's one that, my friend, if you don't have money, then trust you me, your kids won't have the best, education. And I'm afraid that the younger generation, the ones you're seeing roaming around, the small kids around, they won't have perfect education like the ones we had, because right now, even the system of education actually changed, Right now it's called JCC, like junior secondary, and the whole system is just fucked up, Bear in mind that these children from the daycare, from that small place, that is where they're building their foundation from, Like that's where their foundation comes from. But if you cripple these kids, their education background from that level, from that younger level, it actually means or even tells you that these kids growing up, they won't have like something solid in them. And that's so sad, and that's very bad, Now this regime wants to turn these kids into nothing. And this actually the best generation, the Gen Z. It's actually the best generation to revolutionize everything and bring everything into stability. Because let me tell you one thing: if these kids find this kind of a crooked education system, there will be nothing. And now they're like trying to cripple everything so that these people growing up, they won't have that power, Even they won't have even a say, and it's going to be very sad, So one thing that I'm just saying is that we just need to wake up, and we need to do what needs to be done. You can't tell me that you change the education system, and then the people who are supposed to teach this younger generation, these young people from the PP1, from the play group, they're not even being paid. They're not even recognized by the government as teachers. And they're the people who are supposed to train this, it's the new, actually it's very funny, by the way. It's very, very, very funny, because I even fail to understand some of these things. You tell me, this is a whole new system, okay? Because the government decided to change the school system from 844 to this other one system, and then you tell me that they end up not paying the teachers who are imposed with this new system. What the fuck? Tell me what's not happening. That's like crippling everything and making these kids, doanzi. We call them doanzi, like illiterate, So the problem actually, so they want to bring this problem to start from there, and then go up, taxing the parents and all that thing, so that they can't even afford the school fees and all these things, you can just have that kind of a vision, Already the teachers are not being paid, okay, and they're supposed to teach our young ones, because we call it a new system. That's one thing. And then the parents on the other end, they're being taxed a lot, you know. The little they have there, it's being taken away from them. What the government never provide for them, because let me tell you one thing, a lot of people have studied. You know, some of them, even their parents sold their land, you know, for them to gain education, which they did. And that's why we are very bitter, you know, after all that struggle. Then you're here telling us that you want again to put other things which are not necessary, you know, as in you keep on bringing new things, you keep on doing things that are not even right, and then you're just there. My friend, like, what the fuck? You know? And again, if you just go to the history, corruption everywhere. And the funny thing, or even the worst thing, is that these corrupt people, they are the ones in the government, and nothing has been done about them. And if we just even wonder, like, what's not happening, really? Because you can't be stealing billions and billions and billions and billions of money, and then it's just it's brought to the limelight, and then after a few days, after a few keleles, after, you know, the story is gone. Nothing has been done. Like, really? No, we can't. So kindly, guys, subscribe, like, comment, and share. And let me tell you one thing. This actually is just, it's like a movement. It's a wake-up call, you know. Come 2027, we need to have something solid for ourselves, because all these MPs, imagine you vote someone in, you know, someone is supposed to be your voice, because let me tell you, all these people, they can't go to the parliament, you know, to represent what they want. But now in every place, you know, like in every area, in every county, we have one person called an MP who's supposed to represent that area. You know, you take them, as in you're the voice of these people, you know. So the moment they reach in that office, you know, they're just bribed. You know, these people, so someone just wakes up and buys a 40 million car. Even billionaires don't do that. Trust you me, they rarely do that, because financially discipline is something that is, I guess, their top priority, you know, and they don't joke about it. But if you're a corrupt leader, then that 40 million, you won't feel it like it's anything, because furthermore, you haven't struggled for it. You go buy a 4.4 million watch, you know, you go and buy a 4 million shoe, or like a 40,000 shoe, as like, you know, because you're not feeling any pain, my friend. You don't feel any pain. You are just corrupt. These are the people who pay your tax, you know. These are the people who are paying, you know. Look at this area right now. What time is it? Okay, do you see the lights? Tell me, guys, do you see the lights? No. And this place is full of people, you know. So we need something like, let's say, security lights, and they'll just bribe you. And even, like, let me show you, like, what they do. You know, they will come here and make noise, and build something like, let me show you, bring something like, where is it? It's supposed to be somewhere between there. Let me see if I can bring it closer. You see that one light over there? That's the only light you can see. Yeah, man. So they will say that they have provided some security. But my friend, all these people are corrupt. And that's why I was saying, come 2027, all the Gen Z, if you're ripe enough to stand for these seats, kindly do so. Because it's a high time all these people to go home. You can't vote someone in, then goes there, changes, you know. No, we can't do that. And we are saying enough is enough, man. So reject the finance bill, reject. Because the only thing, let me tell you one thing, the only thing what the government can do is build more prisons, okay, and buy more weapons and train more police officers to harass you. So they will oppress you, to push you to a limit whereby you will, you just feel like you want to be a thief, And then after that, what next? If you're caught stealing, then trust you me, it's either you're dead, you're shot dead, or you're taken to prison. And trust me, all these people you're seeing, whether you're learned or not learned, that's the way. And the big thieves are the ones in parliament. So just wake up, guys. Wake up, guys. If you see reject the finance bill, then do the reject. Don't sit down there and wait for other people to fight for you while you're just busy enjoying, watching. And just look. People are actually struggling. Look at that, madam. If you could have like one security light, And the funny thing, even in the whole of this street, we don't have. The ones you're seeing that they are like bringing lights, those are like personal people's businesses that are lighting this area, So even business can go on, and even the small thing that you're actually doing, like that thing that you're putting in place is the one that you're being harassed for, And it's so sad, it's so bad, and we will keep on, with the campaign. It doesn't matter, it does, with the cost or anything. So that is it, guys. So just play your part, do your part, and we will see like what's going to happen, because come 100 years from now, it's going to be a different story, And I want to believe that most of us won't be around, and they're going to, so like we'll be like enriching the few people, the ones we know, like 1,000, because I want to believe we create like 1,000 billionaires after every 5 years, So we create like 1,000 billionaires after every 5 years, And that's something very wrong. So let's read, and you just have to comply and do your part, guys. See you in the next podcast, and yeah, man, on Twitter early in the morning. Good morning, Kenyans. Let's be there. Yeah, man.